Hello, welcome to the Chattahoochee. And Kit, I think is your name. Thank you for joining. We're on the Chattahoochee today, down from just down from the falls. We're in an area called Cutbait Falls, or just Cutbait, depending on who you're talking to. I'm fishing for flatheads. This is a known flathead hole, and let me turn the camera around. You can see the far shoreline. So the falls are right over there, and then over there is a bunch of bank fishermen going at it. I've got 2 live skipjack out on my poles, just up from the surface, swimming around down there, causing all sorts of attention, hoping to get a flathead bite. It'd be really cool if I could get a flathead bite while you guys are in the room here. Thank you. Yeah, it's a very pretty area. This we're in Columbus, Georgia. We're in Columbus, Georgia, and they built this. This used to be highly industrialized part of the river. Giant barges and different ships and stuff like that would come upriver and drop and pick up here. After all that went away, they blew up all the dams and the locks and stuff, and they created these waterfalls that now are the only urban whitewater. There's a 5, I think it's called a 5 something rapid. Cutbait is at level 5, and they blew up all the dams, created all this whitewater, and it also made this really great hole for flathead. So there's a lot of flathead here right now. Yeah, I'm on a boat. Yeah, I'm on a little boat. Big guy, little boat. That's the name of my channel. I'm in a 8-foot long, 4-foot wide pond prowler, like from Bass Pro. A plastic boat. Well, we got something happening on this line over here. Maybe I'll get lucky and we'll get a bite. Those rapids and that moving water make the boat sway a lot, so you'll see a lot of swaying. Would you guys rather see me talking to the camera, or would you rather see the other camera view where you can see the falls and the people fishing on the shoreline while I'm out here talking? Oh, something's happening here. Come on, pull it down, pull it down. So that skipjack is down there swimming just off the bottom, and the current is heavy, so it's real hard for him to swim, and there's a weight on him. So something's got him excited, and he's trying to swim away. So I'm hoping there's something down there checking him out. You like the big guy, little boat? I'm 6'5" and weigh 300 pounds, so thus big guy, little boat. Hey Lucas, what was that yes for? You want to see the shoreline? Let me flip the camera around. Kind of angle it over this way so you guys can see. The boat does sway. You can really see it moving this way. But that, all those buildings that you see in the background, that's downtown Columbus, Georgia. And all those buildings used to be textile industry buildings, big red brick buildings with huge machines in them. And they converted all those to hotels, restaurants, apartments. Yeah, it's really nice. This is the rocks you're seeing in front of you now. That's the Alabama side. So the river splits Georgia and Alabama. So this is Alabama, where those guys are standing over there. And all those buildings you saw just a minute ago is Georgia. If you see any fish jump in the water, like there's a couple of jump right now, right when I said that, those are skipjack. That's the bait fish that everything is eating right now. They're spawning. So there's a billion of them in this water. and they everything is eating them, and so that's why I got a skipjack out on my line. Well, we got a real strong tug on my line right now. Maybe we'll get something. Skipjack are not big. Like the biggest one you catch will be like a pound. Like this is an average size skipjack. Let me turn my camera back around. This is an average size skipjack I caught this morning. So bait fish, real bony, very small mouth. They short strike, so they're hard to catch. But if you use a sabiki rig, which is like a 6-foot piece of line that has multiple hooks on them, multiple lures, and then on the end of that I always tie on a spoon, and that seems to do well with them. I'm gonna turn that back around so you guys can see all the water and stuff. Angle my camera this way. So normally whitewater guys will come down those rapids, but this is the spawning season for fish. Catfish are getting ready to spawn, skipjack are spawning, stripes have spawned, striped bass have spawned, all sorts of fish you can think of, and there's always a ton of fishermen down here. So the whitewater guys avoid this side. On the Georgia side is another set of falls that's really nice. They're called Wave Splitter Falls. Let's see if I can catch a skipjack or two. I'm going to turn my camera back around so you can see me. This is a sabiki rig. There's like 8 of these tiny little hooks on there. And then I follow it with something like this. And that looks like a whole school of fish to these little guys, and they go after them. Let's see if I can catch one. Oh, we got some skipjacks on right now. They're just going crazy. Got a little, oh, he just came off. They have real bony jaws, so they're hard to hook. Let's see if I can get another one. You can keep as many as you can catch on the skipjack. I have probably 20, 25 in my cooler right now. I'm going to freeze them for when the skipjack aren't running, because the catfish love them. And so when the skipjack are no longer running real active, and everybody else is using minnows or bluegill, I'll still be using skipjack. All right, I got 2 on this one. The only bad thing about a sabiki rig, all those little hooks will get you, man. All right, so I got this little guy here. And I said they're hard to hook, but man, he hooked himself really good. So this is a fresh skipjack that I just caught. Real little guy. They jump like tarpon. Like saltwater tarpon. Which makes them hard to keep on the hook as well. So they're biting like crazy. This is a little skipjack here. No, they're not strong. I mean, strong for a fish, I suppose. They have no teeth, or if they do have teeth, they're so little you can't feel them. And I don't know if I can get my camera to focus with my big face on there, but that's their mouth. And they make really good bait. Cut them up, whole, whatever. Catfish love them. We call them catfish candy down here. Well, I'm on, let's see who asked that. That was an Kit. I'm in Georgia, United States, the state of Georgia, and I'm on the Chattahoochee River. It's not a pond. This is part of the river. Some people do eat them, but they're not really great to eat. They're real fishy, they're real bony, but some people do eat them. I wouldn't recommend it. I would eat the catfish that you catch with them. I need to take off my glasses. Nope, that doesn't help. I got out here around sunrise today. The sun is now above in the cloud, pretty high. It is. I'm not sure what time it is. It's got to be 8 o'clock, something like that. I wear glasses to see. I can't see up close very well. That's just an age thing. And I bought these polarized sunglasses that go over your glasses so you can still see, and they're polarized so you can see in the water pretty well. The biggest skipjack I have is about 12 inches and probably less than a pound, maybe right around a pound. He's hooked right now underwater. I'm hoping a really big flathead. Last weekend I caught my personal best record for flathead, about 40 pounds. You can see that video on my YouTube. You can see the short video and the long format video, both are out right now. There might be so many skipjack in here that the flathead not necessarily going after mine, you know what I mean? They have a lot of choices, so we'll see. But that sun gets up to about noon and the bite will really slow down. So hopefully we can get something before then. I may have to catch a couple of skipjack, live ones, because once you put them in the ice, they go into shock and they freeze. But to refresh the baits that I have out. No, like maybe a pound. Most of them less than a pound. That's not heavy. Oh, you're talking about the flathead. Yeah, 40 pounds. The world record flathead was caught in Kansas. That was 130 pounds. So mine was not even big. I mean, it's big, above average, but nowhere near a state record or nowhere near a river record. But 40 pounds is big. I know a bunch of professional fishermen and charter guys that take people out to go fishing. They haven't caught one that big. Yeah, 40 pounds in this little boat. It was fun. You should watch the video sometime. Let's see. We'll check on, this baits have been out for a while. Let's check on to see how lively they are. He's still kicking around, so I'm going to put him back down on the bottom. I'm not casting out or anything. I'm literally in a 30, 40 foot hole, and I just drop it to the bottom. Reel up about 2 or 3 feet, and then just let him do his thing down there. Welcome everybody. I'm out here on the Chattahoochee River in Columbus, Georgia, just down from the whitewater section of the river in downtown Columbus. I'm in a hole that's called Cutbait Falls or Cutbait Hole, whatever you want to call it, but we're after flatheads, just in case anybody was wondering. Hello, Iron, Lucas. Welcome. And you know, when I catfish, I like to cast out. So in the main river, I'll have them cast out away from the boat. But when I'm in this deep hole, I just drop them straight down. And even so, when you're casting out, I only leave them out for like 15 minutes, and then I reel them back in and put them in a different spot. If something hasn't hit within 15 minutes, you need to be in a different spot. I'll either move the whole boat or I'll just put the bait in a different spot. And you got to do that down here too, even though they're just down there swimming. You just kind of have to, moving them around and stuff kind of makes them come back alive, and you know, makes them more attractive to the catfish. There's a lot of gar down here too, long nose, short nose, and spotted gar. They can get huge. Someone caught one this morning, and it's dead, floating in the water over here. It's a big one. But I also have caught a few very large gar, which you can go back and see on my videos as well. You want to see if I can catch another skipjack? It's not hard. Literally, I think a skipjack will hit an empty hook if it moves like a bait. See, I'm hooked up already. Cast out and just let it run, and the skipjack get it. I got two this time. One there. These little hooks, when you're working a sabiki rig, they get everywhere. So you have to be careful. I might go ahead and put these guys down alive. Got one skipjack, and two skipjack on that one. You guys have skipjack where you're from? I'm from Southeast Kansas, and we don't have skipjack. So this is a pretty new experience for me. Let me turn the camera back around so you guys can see the falls and the guys fishing on shore. I don't think I can zoom in anymore or anything like that, but it's not a bad view. And you can see my boat is swaying on the anchor. So there's a lot of movement down here due to those rapids that you see out in front. That island you see out in front of you to the right, that's Georgia side, and to the left is Alabama. Hello, thanks for joining. I can't read your name because I'm an old man and I got these sunglasses on, but thanks for joining. We're trying to catch some flathead this morning out on the Chattahoochee. All right, I'm going to turn my camera back around. It's a little easier to see. It's hot out here today, humid too. We have a storm that's supposed to be moving in later this afternoon, so I'm hoping that the storm front will activate the fish beforehand. But right now it's in the 80s, and it's probably like 85% humidity right now with no breeze. I'm gonna keep trying to catch some skipjack. I will try to answer questions as I see them pop up if you guys have questions. That wasn't a very good cast. Throwing this sabiki rig is kind of difficult sometimes. I'm using an ultralight pole to catch these skipjack on with a real light line, and the sabiki rig itself is longer than the pole. So you kind of have to whip it, not really cast it like a normal. Try different retrieves to see if they bite better on a certain type of retrieve. Go slow, go fast, let it drop, pick it up, make it look like a wounded fish. A lot of kayakers out this morning. This river is, this section of the river is known for its kayaking. A lot of people out kayaking. The white bass and the stripes are still out there, so people are really targeting them. The striped bass can get huge and they make for a heck of a fight. If I caught a striped bass on this ultralight rig, I would be in trouble. Here we go, we got a couple skipjack on the line again. I had 3 of them, but one of them came off. Don't want to drop the pole in the water. I also got a hook to the finger, so I had to take care of that real quick. Hello everybody, welcome to the live stream. We're on the Chattahoochee River, right downtown Columbus, Georgia. We're going after flatheads. I'm going to use these 2 skipjack that I caught to freshen up my baits. Oh, I'm hung up. There's so much stuff at the bottom to get hung up. I'm pretty sure I'm on somebody else's line. Well, that could be a catfish. Hang on. Oh. Whatever it is, it's heavy and it's moving. This could be a fishing pole, or I wouldn't be surprised if it was somebody's anchor. It's not fighting like a fish, but it is definitely moving up. Oh. This is weird. Oh, I hope it's not a body. Oh man, this is weird. This is real weird. I'm gonna guess this is an anchor. Someone had lost an anchor down here, probably. This is not normal. Oof.
somebody some rope.
There it is. I'm tangled up on it, and it's heavy. It's attached to a nylon rope, so I'm not sure what it is. I'm going to have to cut the rope. Alright, I cut it. I'm going to have to pull some line. I'm using 40-pound test line. That put a lot of strain on it. Alright, thanks for watching today. Didn't catch a catfish while I had you guys on the line, but I did hook into something artificial, a snag, and it stretched out my line. So I'm going to switch. I'm going to fix my line a little bit, get it hooked up, and get back out there. But I'm going to let you guys go now. Thanks for watching.